Courtney. All right, having a baby is a big change for families, and when that turns into adding more than one new family member, you may have even more to consider. Thankfully, fetal medicine specialist Dr. Cassie Bigelow with the Mother Baby Center at Children's Minnesota is here to get the conversation started, walk us through it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So when parents find out they're having twins or multiples, it can be exciting but also overwhelming. What's the first thing you would tell them when they get that news?
Well, first, congratulations,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, whether or not you're having a singleton or multiple gestations, it's an exciting new time in your life. But certainly it's important to think about the risks. Multiple gestation is different than carrying a singleton baby. There are some maternal and fetal risks that are slightly higher. And so it's really important to think about the care that you'll receive and to expect that you'll have some more visits, and also being really thoughtful about the place that you'll deliver. So like one of our Mother Baby Centers with Alina and Children's, where you can get the best maternal and neonatal care for your babies.
Absolutely. I mean, you touched a little bit about the differences between a multiple pregnancy and a typical. Can you go into that a little bit more about what moms can expect?
Sure. So multiples, and by multiples I mean twins, triplets, or more rarely quadruplets and quintuplets, which we do have the rare opportunity to deliver at our Mother Baby Centers. When we think about the sorts of evaluation that you'll probably have more ultrasounds. You'll certainly have more frequent prenatal visits and are likely to be delivered earlier in pregnancy. There's also a higher risk of needing something like a C-section compared to a vaginal delivery. So those are things to already start thinking about, even when you first find out you're expecting multiples.
Yeah, so closer attention and a little more time at the hospital there. So two, there could be some risks when carrying more than one child. Can you educate folks about that?
Sure. The biggest risk is really going to be that of preterm delivery. So the majority of multiples do have a much higher risk of preterm birth, and then, like I mentioned, C-section. There are also some maternal risks that are higher. High blood pressure problems in pregnancy, like preeclampsia. Diabetes is more common, and so those things are certainly things to watch out for, and things that your provider, your OB, or your midwife will watch for more closely with you as well.
Absolutely. Some risks that we're going to keep an eye on for sure, especially if you're going to those appointments. Two, outside of the medical side of things, what else should parents be preparing for? I mean, we're getting more than one here.
Yeah, so I mean, you definitely want to go into pregnancy as healthy as possible. If you're carrying multiples, it's really important to be taking things like a vitamin and maybe extra folic acid or iron, but also preparing your home and your family for welcoming more than one child. So sometimes you have to think about different space and, you know, other things as you have more than one child. And then exercise is really important, eating a healthy diet. Those things you would even do for a singleton pregnancy, we encourage everybody to continue to do, even if expecting multiples.
All right, good tips there. And before I let you go, I've wondered this. I mean, we always hear twins run in families. Is that true or a myth?
It's a good question. There are certain families actually that fraternal twins can have a little bit of a genetic component.
Okay.
Identical twins do not, so those are really tend to be just sort of luck. And then there are other risk factors for twins too, like moms who are over 35 at delivery are more likely to have a multiple gestation, and other risk factors like IVF or in vitro fertilization can increase that risk.
Wow, so more factors go into it.
Yes.
I'm glad you educated us about
It's
that.
not just your family, but certainly it can.
Not just luck. All right, doctors, thank you so much for
You're
breaking
welcome.
this down for us. A really big life change for a lot of families. We'll have more about this and tips at care11.com/noon. We'll be right back.